I want to talk about problems in gambling laws, unclear definitions, old rules, and weak enforcement. First, many laws don't clearly define gambling and wagering. This causes confusion because something that is illegal in one place might be legal in another. This can create loopholes that some people might exploit. Second, many laws are outdated and don't cover new types of gambling, especially online and mobile games. This, this means that there are gaps that can be taken advantage of by unregulated operators. Finally, enforcement is weak. Many laws have low penalties for breaking them, and law enforcement often doesn't have enough resources to do their jobs properly. This makes it hard to ensure everyone follows the rule. We need to fix these issues to create better gambling laws. About important gaps in gambling laws, especially regarding online gambling addiction prevention and data protection. First, there is a lack of comprehensive laws for online gambling. Many platforms operate from one country without clear regulations, making it hard to ensure they follow any rules. This can leave players protected. Second, current laws do not do enough to prevent gambling addiction. There are no required programs to help people who struggle with gambling, which can lead to serious problems for individuals and families. Finally, there are weak protections for personal and financial information of online gamblers. Without strong safeguards, there is a high risk of exploitation and fraud. Addressing these gaps is essential to create a safer and more responsible gambling environment.
Recommendations for improving gambling laws. First, we need to draft new laws that regulate all forms of online gambling, including those operating from other countries that target Filipinos. This will help protect players and ensure fair practices. Second, we should require all licensed gambling operators to have responsible gaming programs. They should also contribute to funds for addiction treatment. This will help support those who struggle with gambling issues. Finally, we must establish strict data protection standards for gambling operators. There, sh- there should be serious penalties for any breaches of personal or financial data. This will protect gamblers from exploitation and fraud. By implementing these recommendations, we can create a safer and more responsible gambling environment. Efficacy of government anti-vice initiatives. First, PAG or regulatory oversight. Effectiveness, moderate. Challenges, conflict of interest, and as both regulator and operator. Second one, police anti-illegal gambling task force. Effectiveness, limited. Challenges, corruption, lack of resources. The last one is the public education campaigns. Effectiveness, low. Challenges, insufficient funding, limited reach.
I'll discuss how criminological theories and socialization agents relate to gambling behaviors. First, let's talk about social learning theory. This theory suggests that people learn behaviors by watching and imitating those around them, especially family and friends. If parents gamble, their children are likely to adopt similar attitude towards gambling. Next is the differential association theory. This theory explains that being close to people who gambled increases the chances of someone engaging in gambling themselves. The family environment plays a big role in shaping how children view gambling, what is normal or acceptable behavior. Finally, control theory emphasizes that strong family bonds and good parental supervision can lower the risk of problematic gambling. When social controls are weak, individuals are more vulnerable to risky behaviors like gambling. Understanding these theories help us see how family and social influences can impact gambling behaviors. The research on how home environments influence gambling behavior, focusing on three key areas: parental, parental modeling, family attitudes, and intergenerational transmission. First, parental modeling. Research shows that children or prob- problem gamblers are more likely to develop their own gambling issues. A study by Dowling and colleagues in 2016 highlights this connection, indicating that children learn behaviors from their parents. Next, we have family attitudes. Family that have a permissive attitude toward gambling, meaning they don't set strict rules or boundaries, tend to see higher rates of youth gambling. Reed and Dobby's 2011 study support this idea, showing that when families accept gambling, their children are more likely to gamble as well. Finally, there's intergenerational transmission. Gambling behaviors can persist across generations with families. Research by Winters and others in 2002 shows that if parents gamble, their children are more likely to gamble too. In summary, the home environment plays a significant role in shaping gambling behaviors.
For us, first of all, the Pogo has a big role or contribution to our country because of the tax. The Pogo pays taxes to our country which somehow help the country to have funds. But Pogo is also one of the things that can give problems because those who pay it who become addicted to the game. Pia Wurzbach said everything is good but in moderation, which is you are free to do whatever you want to do, but there must be a control so you don't go down the wrong path.